Hello, hello. I'm Dominique, and this is Rob Schremp. We're going to be discussing hero stories over coffee. We both have our coffee. Do you have a plain one? Oh, mine has a writing message. It's actually a nice one. Be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. This is my
Very
favorite.
nice.
So I had to. Well, you can't say it. But
Got it.
anyway, so we are discussing a little bit about you, your life, being an athlete. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, grew up playing hockey and I actually played all sports, but I got really passionate about hockey when I was 10, 11 years old and took it more seriously. And, for me, it was a kind of it became like a kind of a safe place for me, so to speak. I mean, we talk about mental health and stuff, struggles I went through as a young kid. Having a little bit of success at something and getting better and better at it. That was a little bit of kind of addicting, and it was kind of a distraction and something to kind of keep my mind at bay. As a young kid, it was whenever I was on the ice, it was like safe. It was very safe to me because it was fun and it was distracting. So sport was a big factor in my life in a lot of ways, and I use it as a crutch. And now that I'm retired, it's a little bit of kind of figuring the path out and finding, that new positive distraction, so to speak, and finding a routine. So, I mean, it's kind of a short snippet of my career, my life, but I grew up in Fulton, New York, and I went up playing in the NHL, played in the Ontario Hockey League first, and then the NHL, and then spent some time, about 6 years, traveling the globe, playing all over the world, in Russia, Sweden, Switzerland, Germany, Austria. What else? Yeah, Sweden twice, Switzerland twice, Germany, Austria twice, and the KHL. So got a chance to see a lot of different things and be in many different places. And that was kind of my education on life, so to speak, and taught me a lot. And again, used a lot of those experiences to kind of build out me, figure my stuff out. So it's been a journey, and then here I am now. I live in Latvia with my wife and daughter, and it's been a great trip, and just figuring it out day by day right now.
So how did you get in contact with SameHere, or what makes you passionate about them, or what drew you to that organization?
Yeah, I started paying attention to SameHere and their messaging and people behind Eric Hussein, and I struggled with mental health since I was a boy. It was really hard to kind of talk about it, and finally was at a place in my career was like, I don't know, it just felt like it's kind of something I wanted to talk about and let go. It's kind of like something I hid and kind of was ashamed of or embarrassed of. And I kind of watched how they had the celebrities coming out telling their stories. Same here. And I was building a kind of an alliance, so to speak. And it was a support cast and team aspect, a team kind of motto of being, saying what you wanted to say or had to say, and people being there to help you. Because when you talk about mental health, you never know what the reaction is going to be. So I really enjoyed how their support system was, and Eric was amazing, and talking to him and making me feel comfortable. And once I told this, my story and what I went through or what I go through, it was amazing. Like the positive support, the positive feedback, and the messaging, and people reaching out and saying, "Thank you for sharing." And I kind of deal with the same things, and then from there you can start to kind of learn from each other about what works for some people, what might work for, maybe something if you were going through it, but if you don't talk about it, then I would never know. Then we can never really learn from each other. We don't really know that each other are going through that sort of thing. And being vocal about it, something gives you a chance to not live in your own brain. So with them, with SameHere, and we were all a little crazy. It just gave me a chance to open up a little bit and feel supported instead of being scared of what I was dealing with.
Mm-hmm. So that's so cool. Thank you for telling that. Just for everybody that's watching who is not aware of what SameHere is, it's an organization that reduces the stigma of mental health. And why I'm super passionate about it is I understand I'm only 29, but I've realized just in that time period that everybody has different hangups, everybody has a different walk. And if we just focus on understanding that we all suffer and go through shit and all that, you know, that's actually what is so important, and just like reducing the stigma. So that's why I am passionate about it as well. And when I saw what they were doing, it's important to have important people like you talk about just, hey, we're all collectively, like everybody goes through that. And so if we start off with that dialogue first, then things can evolve so much easier. It's just realizing consciously we're all experiencing same thing but different things. So I
Yeah.
think that's so cool that you're a part of this message and bringing awareness to this dialogue and conversation and supporting SameHere. So thank you. And how much do you love coffee?
Yeah, no, it's great. Actually, be careful though. Too much of it gives me the jitters. So I love it. And the coffee in Europe is really good. It's actually a lot stronger too. So it can be, 3 or 4 cups. So you're shaking it by the end of the day. So I have to watch my intake, but it's that spark in the morning gets you kind of jumping a little bit. But
Yeah, that's so cool. Well, what I'm doing and what Heroes is doing is we're collaborating. Samba Latte and the CEO Luis is amazing. His story is he is the picture perfect American dream. He's from Brazil. He came over here, started a business. He has a few shops in Las Vegas of cafes. And I love also supporting and bringing in people like that because, once again, I mean, you want to talk about oppressed on oppressed. He went steadfast into challenges and wanting a better life for himself and conquering his own fears and his challenges to have a better life for himself and his family. So I thought it was really appropriate to bring the two as SameHere organization and Samba Latte. And what we've created is this gift box. And so in the gift box, here's the bags of coffee. When you purchase this, sorry, my little thing. Oh no.
Heroes is taking over.
Yeah, Heroes is taking over. Oh man. Hold on, let me see if I get
It blends in.
Well, you'll see it on the website, but long story short, it's amazing coffee. It's so rich and bold. It's honestly better than the popular one, but it's so rich and deep, and you can just like taste the flavor and not dirt, but just like it's earthy and good. So you get 3 bags of coffee and a tumbler. And what this is going to have messaging all on SameHere and how we are trying to reduce the stigma of mental health. And when you purchase this, it helps that. So if you could ideally get involved, how would you continue the message for SameHere and reducing the stigma?
Yeah, I think it's important to have as many resources as possible, getting the message out. And that's why I like the thing about Eric as well is he has, plans and initiatives that he's going after, and he really travels a lot, and he takes a lot of, passion into this, and also a lot of care and execution too. So it's not, one thing I liked about him a lot, it wasn't just kind of talk, it's a lot of action with him as well. So
100%.
watching the way he travels around and he's in the schools and he really is having an impact. So it's somewhere where, that's where somewhere I kind of have pride of being behind Eric and behind the SameHere message and helping out any way possible. For me, it gave me, I get to, like I mentioned, a crutch to kind of speak my speech, and say what I had to say. And any way that I can help, any way I can chip in, I try to do whatever I can for them, and help them raise money or help them spread messaging, tag them in posts, whatever, if it's in that realm. Always try to support. So things like this that would be raising money for them or going into the initiative it's important to, when you support something, you really support it no matter what, not no matter what, but in whatever way
You're
you possibly.
passionate, and that's what it takes. Well, thank you so much. And that just proves how much of a hero you are. And Eric is a hero, and Luis as well. So I just want to thank you for jumping on the call and helping get involved in this project, and it'll make the world a little bit better place. So thank you so much for being a hero, and everybody that's watching, you be a hero, buy some coffee. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Appreciate you. Ciao.
Uh,